welcome back to Nikki's Nosh, and of course I'm Nikki. I'm standing outside at the sort of the Wetherby side of York, but we're still in York. We're on this side is the bypass. It's running and you can see there's loads of traffic. But behind me we've got the Wetherby Whaler. Now, friends of mine said how wonderful the Wetherby Whaler is. We're going to sit down in the restaurant as well. I'm actually getting a little bit cold because I've still got this RSV. It's called respiratory syncytial virus. So if I sneeze through this video, at least you won't be catching it. Right, we better go. So come on. And here's the menu here. Soup of the 3-course meal, soup of the day, seniors, 3-course meal, soup of the day, regular haddock and chips, ice cream. I'm a senior citizen, so I'm going to go for this. Okay, this seniors 3-course meal, $15.45. So that'll be good. I don't think there's anything else that I fancy. Soup of the day or fruit juice. I think I'll have the soup of the day, as long as it's not something I won't like. But we'll see how it goes. So look, you can see here, if you have a regular haddock here, and they haddock and wholetail whippy scampi, served with homemade tartar sauce and a lemon wedge, $15.25. They're all reasonably priced. And they've got sustainability here, look, down there. So there's all of there. All our main courses include chips, Yorkshire tea, coffee or fruit cordial, decaffeinated tea, available on request. So if you ordered the haddock and wholetail whippy scampi, it'd be $15.25, and that includes chips and a pot of tea. So there you are. So this area, this one, my regular haddock and chips, or plaice and chips, or scampi and chips, is going to set me back $15.45, but I get an ice cream or a senior sweet of the day plus the soup of the day. And now with my RSV, with my cold, I think I could do with some soup of the day. So let's go inside and have a little look.
Welcome back to Nikki's Nosh. For food reviews we love, exploring Yorkshire's finest spots. The flavors rise above. Restaurants, pubs and cute cafes, we savor every plate. Each bite tells a story here, where meals of life await.
Right, so what have I ordered? Soup of the day, which is carrot and coriander as my main. Regular haddock and chips are made with Maris pipers, so that's a good thing. I always ask, and if they tell me the answer, then I know that they know what they're doing. There is a pudding, which is ice cream or senior sweet of the day, but unfortunately the senior sweet of the day is rhubarb crumble. And I do not like rhubarb, and I've never liked rhubarb. I had rhubarb growing in my garden. I've never enjoyed it, so I'm not going to have the rhubarb crumble. But if you are okay with rhubarb, if you'd have come here today, which is on the Wednesday, the 18th of December, you would have had the opportunity to have rhubarb crumble, all for the fig price of £15.45. I've got a pot of tea, and this is what I like about Yorkshire firms, right? Look. I've got a pot of tea, plus I've got a pot of hot water. How can we go wrong with that? That one's the one with the tea in. Now, Yorkshire tea, you know that I'm a fan of Yorkshire tea. And you know that I don't drink milk. I don't drink milk with tea anyway. Right. So my starter is this. Now, carrot and coriander. Are they my favourites? No, they're not. Right? So let's give it a try. It looks sparkling. I saw it on somebody else's plate. And let's give it a try. My, oh my. This is homemade. This is made here. It's not from a packet or anything like that. It's made here. This is beautiful. Do you know I'm going to take this scarf off? Want my badge on still? 2 pieces of bread as well. 1 brown, 1 white. No, obviously it's standard bread. Look at this here. Look, there's pieces of everything in here, right? This is a treat, this is. Got a lovely stock behind it. So you think, well, carrots and coriander, how the heck could that possibly taste nice? But this tastes completely delicious. Beautiful. Absolutely, it's really thick. Well, you can see how thick it is. You can see the thickness there. I've been working around the perimeter of York, and this is on the road to Wetherby. So this is the west side, northwest side of York. And Wetherby Whaler have about 5 or 6 different outlets. They're a Yorkshire firm, and of course they've started off in Wetherby. I like the recipe to this. Actually, perfecting soups takes a bit of time. If I was just rating the soup, let's say I was rating it on a 5 out of 5, this soup would be getting a 5 out of 5. There's some peppery flavour, there's a little bit of salt. You can taste the salt, but it's not over salted. It's creamed. I could eat this soup again and again. And you get a proper spoon as well, look. They know what to do. And you get a proper bowl. First comes out of the way. Carrot and coriander. Perfect. Beautifully clean, by the way. The tables are lovely and clean. Plenty of light. It looks really nice. Everything looks clean. And I want some Yorkshire tea. Let's pour it in then. Look at that Yorkshire tea. Honestly, that soup was gorgeous. Why do I dislike certain things? Because carrot is a problematic vegetable. It's a root vegetable. But my mother ate carrots when I was in her, well, it wasn't her belly, but obviously, let's not go into that. But when she was having me, she had a fetish for eating carrots. And she ate carrots after carrots after carrots. And I think that's probably why I don't particularly like carrots. So far, so good. Now I'm looking forward to seeing the haddock and chips. Remember, I've only found that the mushy peas at the Scrapbox in Dunnington and Thompson's out on the Malton Road to be ones that I could eat. It's going to be interesting to see whether the Wetherby Whaler mushy peas are going to deliver. Now, what I've also done is I've asked them to supply me with, and I've ordered a fish cake. 2 ways of doing fish cakes. One is you have the Yorkshire fish cake, which is 2 pieces of potato, which I think sometimes they've been boiled and then fried, with a piece of haddock in the middle. Okay, so you've got that, and that is called a Yorkshire fish cake. Another fish cake is a homemade fish cake, which I'm hoping I'm going to be getting, where they make it all up, and so it all comes into one cake, and the cake has got fish in it, plus it's got other ingredients as well. Potato is one of them, of course. I'm not keen on having gravy or curry. If it's a meat gravy, then it's almost invariably going to come from a packet. Fish and chip shops are good at doing fish and chips. They also are good at doing scampi. But money is tight for me at the moment because it's going to be a long while before we get monetized. I can't afford to do the scampi. But what I'll do is once we get into 2023, as soon as we get monetized, I'm going to come back round some of these places and I'm going to have the large versions and I'm going to have the scampi and all those other things that they have. It's difficult for me to give a review to Yorkshire tea because Yorkshire tea is always 100%. 1 Yorkshire tea bag will easily do 4 cups of tea. There's 1 tea bag in here. I'll try and fish it out and just show you. A Yorkshire tea bag is bigger than a PG Tips bag. Right, look at that tea bag there. Look at the size of it. Can you see how big that is? That's a Yorkshire tea bag. Right? It's going to last longer. And I don't work for Yorkshire tea. I would love to have a Yorkshire tea teapot. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Thank you very, very much. Now, this is all done in beef fat, beef dripping, isn't it? Yep. Now, is this the Yorkshire? Is this a Yorkshire fish cake, or is it? That's the Yorkshire. Yep, that's it. That's marvellous, and it looks. I'm going to show this. Look at this. Look at the size of this Yorkshire fish cake. Now, this is 2 slices of potato with some haddock in the middle. Haddock, yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's marvellous. And this is the test. Look what I've got. I've got this. Look how green that is. Mushy peas. Now, I'm hoping I've found a third place where I can have mushy peas. They give you HP sauce. They give you tomato ketchup, Heinz tomato ketchup, and they also give you proper malt vinegar. Now, that's a big piece of fish, cooked in a slightly different way to how we saw it at Thompson's and how we saw it at Drake's, to be honest. But these chips look good. Beef dripping. I think they need a little bit of seasoning. Thank you ever so much, William. I'm really grateful. Thank you. Tartar sauce. And I asked, and of course, needless to say, they had it. Lemon. Now, we'll look at that fish cake there. Look at the size of it. That is one fish cake. It's also very, very hot. We've got the mushy peas. So we try the mushy peas first. They look nice and green. Give it a try. Ooh. Well, I think I've found the number one place to come for mushy peas. This is very hot, is this pot? But look at those mushy peas, beautifully green. Beautifully green. They taste delicious. These are good. Well, they're better than good. They have a pea flavour, and there's none of that residual earth flavour to them. Mushy peas, number one result. Right, let's give this fish a go. Now, it's a big fish, and if you don't believe me, I'll show you a close up. Right? Can you see that? Big fish. Got a different sort of batter, I think. Can you hear that? Crispy batter. Let's have a look. Right, now. Okay, that piece there, the batter's crisp. Lovely. I like the batter. Very, very crisp. I've just got the end part. I'm going to work to the end where it's much fatter. Let's have a little look at that one. This is desperately hot. There you go. Look at that though. Look at that piece of fish. It is boiling hot. We've got a fantastic piece of fish. I had it. Tastes good. I like the batter. I like the fish as well. Tastes really good. Fresh. This is beautiful. What have we got here? Tartar sauce. Now, homemade tartar sauce, always a sign. So I'm going to taste it first. Quite a bit of mayo in there. Taste the capers, the gherkins, the pickle. A little bit light on the pickle, but still, it's tasty. Can live with that. It would have been a little better if that had a little bit more bite from either the capers or the gherkin or a bit of both. But, you know, it's all mixed up, so it might well be that my little sample was not representative. Now let's just try a little bit of this on that piece of fish there. But I can't believe the batter. I like the batter on this. That's good. Chips are good. Beef dripping, of course. They're soft. But they aren't overly. They've been cooked fresh. That's the point. They haven't been hanging around, sitting in a basket, waiting to go hard. They're freshly cooked.
Is everything all right?
It is fantastic. Thank you, Fiona. And I'll tell you what, I really do like the mushy peas. Well, I think if I was rating mushy peas, I think I've found the champion. These mushy peas are great. I've got to eat this bread. So what if I put the bread in there and have a chip buddy sandwich? Now, when I was a kid, my parents would have fish and chips, but we were never allowed to have it. They would just simply feed us whatever they could. We were sort of poor. Well, culturally impoverished, I always say. And so we would have a chip butty for our lunch, whereas they had fish and chips. It's only when I got to university that I was allowed to have fish and chips. Love that chip butty, takes me back. I'm going to bring the fish cake in. Look at that. It's in it, right, I'm going to give you an idea. Look, there's my hand. It's almost the size of my hand. And it's crisp. Looks crunchy. And I'll go from the middle. A little bit of oil, too much oil, little bit too much fat, but I'm hoping that this is okay. Right? Look at that. So you've got across the top, you've got potato, across the bottom, you've got potato, in the middle, you've got a massive amount of fish. Look at how much fish is in there. This is a meal in itself. Now, I'll find out the price because obviously I'll have a bill to pay. My parents did buy us fish cakes every so often, so you could also buy just the potato in the batter, and they were called scallops or scallops, but they weren't. There was no fish in them. It was just potato. I think they were just playing us for fools, my parents, me and my sister. This fish cake is gorgeous. Maris Pipers, of course. Very good for baking and frying. And they're holding the whole fish cake together. So much fish in that fish cake. Probably the best fish cake, Yorkshire fish cake that I've had so far. £15.45. It's £1 less than at Thompson's. And I've got a soup and a pudding for that sort of price. So I think I've got good value and exceptionally good quality of fish. The chips are good. The little small ones are lovely and crisp, crunchy, but the bigger ones, as I like them, but they're soft. And here we are. It's here. Look at this. Well, hey, thank you very much. Look, here we go. Here's my trifle. Look. Look at that there. And the custard is like jelly, like blancmange. Look, can you see it shaking in there? So it's been nicely done. When I do my trifles, I like to have runny custard because I buy it from Aldi. I buy that, the posh stuff, Aldi, Marks and Spencer's, Waitrose. Sometimes you have to go around about 3 places to get the right stuff. Oh, 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 oh. Look at that there. Squirty cream on the top, of course. Bit of cake down the bottom there. Cake and fruit. Custard's good. Well, I never thought I'd be getting trifle and some jelly, look. Okay. So jelly. Now, for my American friends, I don't think that you have necessarily British trifle, but they generally, you have cake at the bottom and then they pour jelly on top. You let it all set. And then what you then do is you pour custard on the top of that and then you put cream on top of that. And on top of the cream, generally, you put some chocolate bits as well. Different ways of doing it. That is how British trifles made it. And I'm going to be making my trifle in glasses so you'll be able to see how you build it up. Now, In each of those different levels, you can add more stuff. So you can make it far more interesting. You can put more fruit in the bottom. You can put jelly as your jelly, or jello, I think you call it in America. So you slowly build up your trifle. My mother would make a big bowl of it, and she'd have a big spoon, and then she'd sort of scoop it out. Well, then it would all slide down. As I do it, we do them in big glasses. You get one glass each, and you've got to finish it. Go on. What do I rate this?
Oh, yeah.
Was there anything that I missed that should have been in that meal? 3-course meal, plus I had the fish cake. £15.45. I had soup of the day, which was carrot and coriander, which was excellent. And a regular haddock, which was easily enough for me. I could have had plaice and chips. I could have had scampi and chips. I might come back and have the scampi. And then I had the choice of ice cream, raspberry and plum crumble, or trifle. And I had the trifle. I've had 4 cups of Yorkshire tea. Excellent food, excellent soup, excellent fish and chips, excellent sweet, superb cup of Yorkshire tea. Balancing it all out, there's nothing to pick on. It has to have a 10 out of 10. So I'm giving 10 out of 10. No, you might say, Nikki, you're always giving 10 out of 10, but the thing is that the Yorkshire fish and chip shops have perfected the art. They are in a class of their own. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, okay. Well, I miscalculated the price of the fish cake. It's £4, but still that makes £19.45. There's a discretionary 10% service charge. Oh, a discretion will be added to tables of 8 or more covers. So there's only me. I will be leaving a tip because I was looked after exceptionally well. So £19.45, so under £20 plus whatever I put on there. I think I've got a decent meal. I'm full. I've been at Wetherby Whaler in Poppleton, Ings Lane, Nether Poppleton, York, YO26 6RA. I will put the times that they are open in the description below. I have had a perfect experience here. I've been looked after really well. I've had food that I've seen delivered to other people, so they haven't beefed up the plate. I've got exactly the same meal as everybody else. So I think it's a fair review, 10 out of 10. Right, so I'm not going to do the review outside because it's dark out there. So I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed eating the food. Click on the like button. That tells YouTube that you liked it and therefore other people might. And therefore it'll recommend it to other people. More people come along, they view more things and I get monetized. And therefore it means that I can afford to buy better meals in 2025. I'm hoping that if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That helps the numbers. It helps me get to 1,000 subscribers. If you've enjoyed it really incredibly well, please share this video with your friends. So put it on your Facebook profile or put it on your Twitter profile if you still use Twitter. But you can put it on your Facebook profile, or you could recommend it, copy it to other people. It'd be really helpful. So that's me done. So from me, Nikki at Nikki's Nosh. Cheers, my dears.
Help Nikki's Nosh to grow. Subscribe and ring that bell to know what's coming next, so don't delay. Like, comment and share, let's do it today.